good morning, or should I say good afternoon. It is 12:30. It is Central Time, so 1:30 for my friends back home in Ontario, which I think I believe it's raining in Ontario today, so a gloomy day for you. Here it's pretty gray as well. No sun, a little bit of snow here and there. So sorry I'm late today. I did try to notify you all that I was going to be late because Riley had an appointment at the groomer, and I thought she was going to be done on time, which she was not. And so the next 6 weeks, I've pushed that appointment to a little later, so at least I get to try to come actually earlier, so I could try to finish her up a little faster. Hello, Paul. How are you? So I hope you had a great weekend. I was trying to think, do you set goals for the new year? I pretty much set goals like all year long, but I'm just wondering, now that it's December 30th, are you planning some goals? What do you want to work on in the next upcoming year? And it's not because it's December 30th. I was just thinking about that. Like, there's some things that I want to change. You know, it's very new for me not to be working and stuff. So I was just wondering. Hello, Sophie de Québec. Je sais pas si tu parles en français ou en anglais. But anyways, I speak both. So French is my first language, but to come on live here, I do speak in English. And funny story is, the other day I presented to French demonstrators and I couldn't find my words in French, which is my first language. So I shouldn't be having issues with speaking in French. So I guess I need to talk in French a little bit more. So other goals, I think I want to exercise again like I used to do 10,000 steps every day. And lately I've been neglecting that. So I think that's part of my goals. Eating well, drinking more water. I don't know why I don't drink a lot. So I need to start drinking more water. I'm not a pop girl. I don't drink Coke or that sort of thing. I love water, but it's just I don't take the time to do so. So maybe a little bit of healthcare sort of thing. More crafting, actually. So Sophie's saying that she speaks French, but she also understands English, which is fabulous. So I have a question for you. Did you like my 3 cards? I know we only did 2 together. Today I'm going to show you how I made the 3rd one. It's not going to be that actual layout, but I just want to show you how I did that. And I'm just wondering, which one was your favorite? Was it the one that was more layered? Was it the simple layer, or was it the stamped card? It is posted on my blog today, so you could go catch the replay. You could also see other photos there. I posted it this morning, and I'm just in love with the heart-shaped collection, and I think a lot of you are as well. So today we're going to do little cute 3 little mini cards. I love mini cards. I'm addicted to them. And it's just because I'm going to be building something for a little later on. So you'll want to stay tuned. So I'll lower my screen. My husband's like, Kim, let me know when you're done your live. I'll come home and have lunch so we could chat. So he's postponed coming for lunch because he wanted to chat with me, which is pretty funny. Or sweet. I don't know. Whichever. So I'm just going to go in the comments here. Okay, so I didn't miss too much. Here we go. So I'm gonna lower the sound, and here we go. So I do have a color combination. I didn't add the basic beige, but I'm just gonna say that it is here as well. But my color combination, which is very funny, is Melon Mambo, which I don't think you see too much. Pretty and pink, petal pink, as well as basic beige. And I always try to do my prep ahead of time. So this time I did try to add some of my pieces on my sticky sheets, and it does go a lot better. For this technique, you could watch the first video or Friday's video, and then you'll get to know how to make this paper. So I did share that, and it is on my blog today. So here are my cards, if ever you don't know what I was talking about. So we made this one, which is the one that has lots more layers. I don't know if you like it or not. If this is one that you love, I would love to know. And then this one was the one with 1 layer. So we did have a couple of people that did like this option as well. And then I went on, when we ended our live, I decided to try this one, which was, actually this doesn't go there. It's me just testing stuff. So this one I just did the stamping part and just added a couple of images of the flowers, the die cut flowers. So Lucy's saying, hi Kim, I need to catch up on your lives. And then Fran says she loves those 3 cards. I think it was a very beautiful set of cards. I did post them to the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator website. I don't know if they are gonna accept to share them, but I just thought it would be fun to show. So today I'm gonna be doing mini cards and I'm building something very big. So you'll get to see a bunch of stuff. So when we did all those die cutting last week, I had all these hearts left over. So I decided I was going to make one of the mini cards today that will include that. So I'm going to show you. I also want to show you how I stamped this part. Oh, that's too kind. So Paul says that layers are great, but that the 3 are fabulous. You know, sometimes when we see things all together, it's kind of cute as well. So now I'm just grabbing a piece of 3x6 cardstock, and it's just basic white, the ordinary one. I'm going to score it at 3, and I would just want to use my leftover. So you know how I love mini cards and tags. I'm just going to be making a bunch of them. And then this would be one of them. So I'm also using a piece of 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 to just layer right on top right here. And my goal is to use all my leftovers. I also designed another card, but not going to share quite yet. I do see that my screen is a bit grayish today just because of the outside. It's like gloom and doom today. No sun. Okay, so the other thing that we did this weekend is Chris and I went to the gym every single day. Like he was going, I was like, okay, I'm going. So I was like trying to go every single day. Now I'm just going to use our country, I think it's Country Lace, the designer series paper. It's from our annual catalog. So I just have a little snippet piece. It's my leftover. Because it was petal pink, I just thought that it would be a great one to combine with. And it's like 1/2 inch by 2 3/4. So we're just going to layer this on the one side right here. And then I took the coordinating embossing folder and made a bunch of pieces. So this is the one that coordinates with the collection, the Country Lace. And then look how pretty it is. So you know I'll be using it for other cards, but I just wanted that little strip for today. So it's already cut and it's really 1/4 inch by 2 3/4. So it's just gonna layer right here. So here we have it. So already cute right on its own. And then I'm going to use one of my leftover hearts. I've got lots because I've done die cutting for other pieces as well that you have not seen. But you know, I could just go with a peach look or more of a color combination of both or more pink. So I don't know which one you would like me to use today. I think I still need a little bit of peach, that's for sure. Well, I'm saying peach, but really what I mean is petal pink. But look how cute that is. So I am using all those leftover pieces. And then the stamp set has so many beautiful greetings. So there's just because I care, thank you, my heart loves your heart, my thoughts of you are all heart shape, and hello. So I did already emboss, and this is pretty and pink. So I've already embossed it in pretty and pink, and we're just gonna, I've embossed it with the wow. And that was just because the wow white powder, just because I didn't want to be very noisy here. But look how cute this is. It is adorbs. Adorable, adorable, adorable. And I am going to mount it on dimensionals just to make it stand out. Now, I can use my coordinating pearls that I've used all week long to add. They're antique pearls. They're going to be available to customers on January 7th. I could also like add one of our little bows and tie it up right here to coordinate. Or I could use this one I've cut in half And then I could just add another bow right here. So I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do with a bow or without. And I really like your opinions. Do you think I should add a bow or not? I also got myself a new pairs of scissors. These are gonna be my ribbon scissors. Now, this is the thing that I've been saying for about 20, no, I haven't been an administrator 20 years. I've only been 18, that I'm gonna keep one pair of scissors just for my ribbon. But then you have a husband that comes and grabs the scissors. You have myself that doesn't know which one it is. I always identify them, but these are really good right now because they're brand new. So I'm gonna try to keep the new ones right in here. So when I'm cutting ribbon, especially this one, because I just cut it and sliced it in half. So Joan is saying she's liking the bow. And Joan, do you like the bow with our petal pink scallop ribbon, or you would prefer adding maybe something like just a little linen thread, like the white baker's twine? So the white baker's twine comes from this pack. I would love to know. Either I think are cute, but at least we have this one set up. So you'll see, we're going to continue mounting a couple of our cards. Now I'm just grab a second piece. Same thing, 3x6 with that 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm just going to layer. And then I'm just looking at all your comments. Some are saying petal pink bow. I like the bow. I'm not gluing it on quite yet because I do really love to know what you think. I also have been loving knowing where you're from. So many people have shared where they're from, and whenever you catch my replay, I love to see that. And I read these comments and I do try to answer your comments. Okay, so now I'm just gonna grab my petal pink, and we are going to add with the blending brush a little bit of it right in the center. Last time I saw somebody say, oh my gosh, you added too much or something like that. But you know what? Don't forget, I do add some images or die cut pieces. So if I don't add a lot, then you wouldn't see anything at all. So that's why I do that. So by the way, this bundle is going to be available for customers starting January 7th until February 28th. And I'm going to say while supplies last, because sometimes our stuff sells out because it's too good to be through, right? So I just want to say, and it's with an order of $150 Canadian. For my friends in the US, you might want to share how much it is for US orders, but I know the Canadian one. And it's really a beautiful bundle that you could use all year long. Here I'm just grabbing crumb cake, and it's the dark one, and I'm just adding a couple of specks. Now I did try it with the adhesive sheets, and I'm gonna tell you, I just posted it on another card that I made that I haven't shared, and it is a lot easier to adhere. The only thing I can say though is if ever you don't like an image that is like super flat, then you don't want to use the adhesive sheets, because the adhesive sheets will really cover and put that flatness. If you want some parts to pop up, then you're better to use the green glue. And yes, it will stay. My card stayed put. It was fine. Lori's saying that she's hoping that I had a wonderful Christmas. Absolutely. We had an early Christmas, Lori, so I've been done, and that's why I've been stamping and going live every day, even on Christmas Day. And most likely I'll go live on New Year's as well. So this is the same technique. I'm just gonna add these. And these dies are also part of the heart-shaped collection, the bundle. So I didn't need to create or add any more. This time I'm just gonna go more on the inside, and then you could add any little images. We're gonna go with our pearls like we did, so we're still adding this. And then our third card, I'm gonna show you that stamping technique today. So here we go. I'm gonna add these on the inside, right here. 1, 2, and our last right here. Maybe the pink bow will go on our first card. Maybe the little white baker's twine will go on our second, because I can just move it around here. Oops, it's like alive. That could be cute as well. And then we could go here and add this one. It's fun that it blends all the colors together. I also thought we could use the gold trim, the new gold trim. I'm just gonna go grab that, because that could be cute too if we did combine a little bit of gold. I know it's been on back ordered, but it's called the Gold Twisted Shreds, so that too would blend beautifully with the collection. I think I have a bunch of them open. Andrea says, they look gorgeous. So I do cheat a little bit. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna add a dimensional so you could all see them while they are closed. So don't do that step, that's just me. So here we go. Okay, so you guys are convincing me. Let's do that. We're gonna add one with that and the other one. And then let's see, do I have any other little pieces in here? Because I did try to pre-cut. They also have these little pieces from that same collection. And in this last one, we're gonna just fold once again, and now we're gonna be stamping. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of stamping. So again, 3 by 6, and then we're just gonna add this piece on the inside. This is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. It's just gonna go right here, or on the opposite side right here. Let's see. But before I do, I am still gonna add a little bit of color, and I wouldn't put it on dimensional quite yet because you're stamping and you want a flat surface. So I'm not gonna go crazy here. I'm just gonna go slightly with a bit of petal pink. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna go tap once more with my crumb cake dark. And then now I'm just gonna stamp with basic beige first. I'm gonna take that large image. I did send my blocks in the dishwasher just for a little cleaning. And I am gonna go in and just tap right here on the basic beige first. If you don't want to use basic beige, you could also do the petal pink. I'm gonna test this because I just want to make sure that it's not going to be too dark. Let's see. Let's do that test. So this would be the backing of it. I feel like it's still a little too dark. Let's try petal pink. I'm gonna switch it. We're gonna do petal pink. Ignore my basic beige. I'm like having a moment where I feel like it's gonna be too dark. Okay, so yeah, I prefer this. So you see how you hardly see the image, and I'm good with that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna petal pink first. Now we're gonna do pretty in pink. And when you're doing pretty in pink, just slightly tap. Like, I don't want you to do it like every single spot. I just want you to tap a little bit here and there, okay? Now I'm gonna go with Melon Mambo, which is very bright. I don't know if you love that Melon Mambo, but once again, I'm just tapping slightly. And then I'm just going over, and don't look where you're stamping. It doesn't really matter. And now I'm just gonna stamp it one more time, but this time I'm not re-inking it. And then there you go, you have it. It looks almost 3D. And then we're just gonna mount it on top. So there's not one single card that's gonna look the same, just because when you're tapping slightly, like a bit of a rock and roll technique, it's just showing the image and tapping on the stamp set slightly. So it's called the rock and roll technique, just in case you're wondering. So now we're gonna add these here. And then in the stamp set, they also have, let me just grab this little image. There are 3 little flowers. I've already gone ahead and die cut the piece that coordinates. Well, if I want to, I could go right here and just tap on my image. So these are cute flowers that you could just add on the side, add as a surplus as well if you want to. I prefer the die cut ones, so I've just gone ahead and die cut a couple of images with the technique that I showed you on Friday. So we're just gonna add that, and we're gonna add a little hello in there as well. So if you don't wanna add the pearls, you don't need to. So I just curl them up with my fingers. You could also use a bone folder if you want to. Okay, so we got that here. Just gonna add it right in there. So 2, and then our 3rd right here. I'm gonna go right here. Here we go. And then these little branches are also adorable, which you could add if you want to. There's also the smaller ones like these, and those are all part of that bundle. So if you wanted little ones, you could do so as well. So I'm just gonna add more pearls right in here. And again, we can go ahead and add some ribbon, baker's twine, the gold, whichever. I feel like I do want to try the gold just to see what it looks like. Okay, so now we have those 3. And then I've already embossed a little hello, so I'm not sure if I want it on this one or this one, but you'll just want to add a tiny greeting in there. I've also done a couple more. Let's see, what did I do? This one says, my heart loves your heart, and that was with the pretty and pink. So if we want to, we could also just add this. Oh, it's cute. I do actually like it. So we could add this one there. I also did this one. These dies also comes with that same collection with the heart-shaped. So we could also add a larger die, so that could be fun as well. Somebody just said, Sophie said, beautiful for wedding cards. Absolutely. Vicky's saying, wow, finally catching you live. I'm watching from Sydney, Australia. That's amazing. Hello. So I think it's summer where you are, right, Vicky? So it's probably Vicky because I went on a little later today since my dog had an appointment. So maybe that's why you're catching me today. Okay, so now let's go here. We're just gonna add that little hello. And I do wanna try that gold trim. I just wanna see the end, what it would look like. But how adorable are these? Like, you'll see if you follow me on my blog, I've often switched things around once I start taking my photos. Sometimes I want to tweak little things, so we'll see how it goes. The gold twisted thread is this one, and what I love about it is you could also divide it. So if it's too wide, we could narrow it down and make it a little thinner. Yes, Vicky's saying it's summer there, 6 a.m. You know, we were chatting with my friends on the artisan design team, and they were saying that right now, Vicky, where you are, a lot of people do boating, I think. Something about going by boat, taking some time off during this period. So I'm missing the vitamin D, let's just say. I don't know if there's any demonstrators here that are going to Stampin' Up's event in March. I can't wait. Obviously, it would have been fun to go to Australia or something like that, but I'll be going to the one in the States. So look at this. The gold could look cute as well. We could add it on top at the bottom right here. I think it could be cute, not just white. So it depends if you want to go more with a monochromatic look or if you want to go with a darker look. But I think they're all great options. Let's cut this here. Just not too sure yet. Let me just add one little element on the inside. Now I know this looks quite basic when we look at it right here, but you know that once I start adding and create a full stationery, which is, that's the goal, right? When I start playing and doing lots of stuff, is I like to do stationaries and then build a full class from it, then this is gonna be just perfect. So just wanna show you all the options, and then you could get to choose which one. And then this one would be here. This one is a little bit different. And then we have the options right here where you see all of them. And then if you're not a ribbon person, you could go without it. So I might show different options without the ribbon. So I'll keep going with these because I've got lots to create with. One last thing I want to share with you is I love to embellish my envelopes. So you know that I'm going to use that country lace leftover paper. I'm going to tweak it on the other side, and let's grab the scissors that are not ribbon scissors. They all look the same, but they don't feel the same right now, and I want to keep the good ones. So here we go. And this is the perfect thing to do, to use all your little leftover. You could add a little trim and a stamp. You know how I like to do that. So I could just grab one of my greetings. And I'll be embellishing every single envelope for sure. So I'm gonna go with the pretty and pink. And then I just added a little hello. And like I said, you don't need to use green glue. You could use the adhesive sheets if you want to. I don't mind the sticky fingers. Hello, because I care. I find it so cute. There's also this polka dot design, so I'll be mixing them. If you want, you could also, there's also basic beige pattern with this collection, so you could use those. Or you could also stamp on your envelopes as well, instead of using designer series paper. I just feel like, look, I have all these little leftovers, so why not just use them? And I could add like one of the big hearts too to close my envelope right here. I just want to use all my pieces. So I hope I've inspired you today just a little bit. It's like I can't make my mind on the ribbons, so that's why they're not really glued there right away. I need to think about it. I need to review, but you've been very helpful at telling me what you like. If ever it's the petal pink, just say petal pink. If it's the one that is with the gold or if it's the white bakers. I would love to know. I love your ideas. And then once I post on my blog, then you'll see which one I chose, or maybe I'll have a little bit of combo of all of them. So I'll have one more envelope to do, and then maybe I'll add these flowers, but I just wanted to share all those projects with you today. So thank you for watching, and we will see each other tomorrow, regular time 11. Okay, bye-bye.